Why do you believe that? Why do you believe what the things you do? Why do you believe that? Good or bad? Who told you that? Who told you you're too ugly? Who told you you're too dumb? Who told you you can't do that? It reminds me of a story that I saw on YouTube the other day. This swimmer from Brazil, Arujo, Arujo, no arms, no legs, Paralympics, swimmer, 8 contestants, jumps in the pool, gun goes off, pow. He's swimming under the water, and now he has two misshapen legs, and he's using what he has like a fin, no arms, and he's swimming and swimming, using his body, and he's pushing through the water, and he's flying through the water. He goes to one end, 50 meters, taps, go under the water, pushes off, goes back to the other end, 100 meters, and he beats everyone because he refused to believe the lies that were around him. I remember when I showed this to one of my students in school, they were like, "That's impossible. That's impossible." Even though they saw it, they they're so used to being a hater, they're so used to lies that even though they saw him do it, they still couldn't see it's possible. Even when you see it's possible, something keep telling you that it's impossible. Even though you see the truth in front of you, there's something inside you tell you it's impossible. Who told you that? Even though you see it's possible, those things that you hold on to because those things make you comfortable. Those things making you not have to adjust. Those things making you have to not even actually really put in the work that you have to do to become what you say that you want to become. When I saw that video, man, it inspired me. It made me want to cry because it made me start thinking like, who told me these things? Who told me things that I believe? Like there's so much lies that some of us believe so much lies that we don't even see it operating. We're just programmed to love lies and hate truth. And when the truth comes, we've been programmed to fear it. We've been programmed to fear it. I remember when I was younger, I used to think, or I used to say, man, I don't want to be rich. I just want to have about 80 grand and be comfortable. Because in my mind, I'm thinking that's just the right thing to do. Because in my mind, I don't want to be rich because I don't want money to corrupt me. Who told me that? Who told me that? And what's sad is it might have been somebody just said it just in passing, and in my mind I just say, okay, well that's cool. That that sounds logical. It's not logical. It was dumb. Some of us live our whole lives based on things that people told us. You need to stop and think, who told you these things, and why do you believe what you believe? Why do you believe that you're not capable? Why do you believe you can't lose weight? Why do you believe that you can't get married? Why do you believe you won't be a good father? Why do you believe these things? As long as you have breath in your body, that's proof of potential. If you have breath in your body, that's proof of potential. God put his air in you. The guy who just spoke about Arroyo, the one with no arms and no legs, he has breath in his body. So he said, I'm gonna be a swimmer. That's what he looked at. He looked at, I have breath in my body. There's potential. He didn't look at his body. He looked at potential. He didn't look at his circumstances. He looked at the possibility. And he said, okay, what? Even though I don't know that, even though I don't know him, he had to say these things. He had to say, I can do it. He had to believe I can do it with no arms, no legs, with no arms and no legs. And he had to be, and he had to push beyond the programming of his own body because even his body was programmed to even tell him, oh, you can't do it. Even sometimes when it looks like you've been programmed one way, you can break the program. It, it reminds me of a story in the Bible when the disciples came up to a blind man and the disciples asked Jesus and say, who sinned? His mother, his parents, that caused him to be blind. And Jesus said, ain't nobody sin. He's just here just so he can see the glory of God. He was there to be an example just so people can be wowed. Be like, wow, God did that. Some of these people who are around us that are handicapped, that are doing great things. Like when I saw that man in the pool, I was wild. And I was thinking like that man is alive to show the rest of us who have good bodies, strong minds that look, we really don't have no excuse. We don't have any excuse to not do what we say what we want to do. That man existed to show God's glory. That man existed to show God don't make junk. That man existed to show a strong mind and the will to make it happen can make it happen. You can make it happen. God doesn't make junk. Some of us believe he makes junk. That's why we treat ourselves badly, poorly. God doesn't make junk. God does not make junk. He gave you a good body, a good mind. When I see this man in the pool, like this man, he has every excuse not to even want to live. I've heard stories about people who's missing limbs and they actually try to kill themselves. He had the excuse to not live, but instead he said, you know what? I am going to truly live. While I'm alive, I'm going to live. Because he refused to believe the lies that were around him. Have the right people around him. You have to have the right people around you. You have to have people that are going to speak life into you. You have to have people that are, even when you can't see it, you have to have those type of people around you who are actually going to see exactly what you need to see in you, even when it's cloudy at times. You have to have the right voices around you. Somebody who's gonna push beyond the programming. Somebody who's gonna tell you, look, man, no, 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 no. You're made for more. No, man, you can do it. Even when your body is screaming and telling you no, that person, that voice says, okay, I know your body says this, but your mind telling you this. You have breath in your body, you can do it. That story was so powerful for me. We have no excuses. You have no excuse. I have no excuse. I hope this I hope this story, this video blesses somebody. And if you have time and go look at that video, it's the Paralympics, the recent one in Paris or Rio. Look at him and think, and don't feel sad for him. I don't feel sad for him. I'm glad he was there. I'm glad I saw it. I am glad that I saw what true potential looks like. I saw what reprogramming looked like. I saw what a real a real decision looks like when somebody decided to tap into their full potential. I don't feel sad for him. I feel sad for me. I feel sad for the rest of us who are just dragging our feet. Thank God that he's an example there to show me this is what you gotta do. You gotta bear down and think about who told you that you're not gonna be great. Who told you that you can't do these things, and erase that programming. Get reprogramming. Get reprogrammed. Get the right people around you. Get the right voices around you. If not the right voice, leave them alone. Get from around them. Who told you that? Get the right words around you and the right people. Hope this blesses somebody. You guys have a good one. Stay blessed.